Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. So in this video, we are going to build the private route in our application in order to hide this entire main functionality from the user who are not registered on our platform. Okay, and one more thing, we are also going to fix this navigation bar. Okay, because once the user log in, he or she should see the logout button. Okay, so he or she can log out from our entire application. Okay. So now let us see how we are going to build all those functionalities one by one. Okay. First of all, let us try to figure out one important thing. Okay. Which is the main purpose of doing the authentication. Like when I try to log in inside my application. Okay. I am being redirected to the dashboard. But how I am going to keep the track whether user has login means he has not log out from our application if he again come back to the application, like how we are going to manage the state here of the logged in user. So see, that thing can be easily done with the help of Firebase. Let me show you that thing. Let us go to the app.js file. Okay, now Firebase authentication. Okay, Firebase slash auth package gives you one function. Let us try to import that first of all. Firebase slash auth. Now what is that function? That function is on auth state changed. Now when does this function run? See, this function is going to run when there is any change of state in the authentication, whether user is logged in, okay, or he has registered into your application, or he has clicked on the logout button or sign out button. Okay, so then this function will help you to keep the track of that authentication state. Okay, see, when I hover over this, it says that add an observer for changes to the user sign in state. Okay, now how we are going to use this function, let me show you. First of all, just create one variable, means state, which is current user, and it state updating function set current user. Initialize it with the use state hook and leave it null. Because currently we do not have any registered user, then simply import one hook, which is the use state hook. Okay, now write this use state hook and leave this empty parenthesis. Now write this on auth state change. Now this function take two things as argument. First is the auth instance, which is coming from the our Firebase config file. Then second is the callback function. Now this callback function get the user, means it will give you the user. Okay, now let me try to log this user in the console. Okay, and let us format it. Let us go to the application. Here you can see that we are getting the user from the app.js line number 18, which is this. Okay, from here now we are simply getting the user. But what if we refresh our entire application? See, then also you are going to get the user authentication, means user information. Why? Because as of now you have not logged out, okay, from the application. That's why. So until you log out from the application, okay, you are going to get the user. Now see, we have created this state here of current user. So what I will do is, first of all, I will check if current user is there. Okay, not current user, sorry. If user is there, then I will set the current user to user. Okay, else I will set the current user to null, means if user is not there. Okay, and then I will add this current user as the dependency as well. Now we can simply pass this current user in all the components. Okay, like first of all, let us pass it to the navigation bar, current user, because we need to show that logout button as well. Okay, now let us go to the navigation bar and accept this current user as prop here. Okay, and let me tell you one important thing, that you do not like have to add this on auth state change to all the pages. Okay, you can just keep it in the main entry point of your file and just pass it down as the prop. Okay, now we have passed this to the navigation bar. Now what we are going to do is, now let us add the conditional rendering. Okay, because now I want to show the logout button as well. So how we are going to do is, first of all, user has this email as you can see in the user here. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I want to show the user email as well as the logout button. So now let us add that condition. First of all, what I will do is, instead of this button, I will create the flex component. Means I will import the flex. Okay, and then inside the flex we will have the text hello. I will tell you why we are adding this. Now after this text, what we are going to do is, let us add the condition that if current user is present, then I am going to show a button with logout. Okay, and if user is not present, then I am going to show him the login button. You can see that we are getting the logout button and as well as the hello. Now first of all, let us add some of the CSS classes. Item center and gap of 5. Perfect. Now at the place of this text, I want to show the user email. If current user is present, then I want to show the email. Perfect. Now I want to increase the size as well. So let us add a font size of bold and text SL. Perfect. Now let us add some of the classes to the logout button as well. Copy these property, pass them here. Color will be white. BG will be red 500. Background color, it will be a red 500. Perfect. Now one more thing, what I want to do is, when user click on this logout button, okay, we should get redirected to the home page and as well as the user should log out. So now what I am going to do is, let us import the sign out function from firebase/auth. Perfect. Now create one variable navigate, initialize it with the use navigate. That's it. Create one function handle logout async function, and let us add the try catch console.log error as well as the toast.error error.code. Okay, and in try we are going to write await sign out, and when I hover on the sign out, you can see that we need to pass the auth. So simply pass the auth, then write toast.success message logout successfully, and then simply write navigate of slash. Perfect. Now where we need to call this handle logout, just simply add this onto the logout button. Just pass the reference. Now see, currently we are getting the user on line number 18. Okay, now when I click on this, we get null, and also we are redirected to the home page. Okay, now it means that our conditional rendering is working perfectly fine. Okay, and we are also able to persist the state of the like logged in user. Okay, now what I need to do is, first of all I need to change this component. Okay, at the place of this dashboard I want to show the home page. Now home page will be this image and this small heading. So how we are going to do that thing is, let us maximize the VS Code and close all the unnecessary files. So I will copy the home page code. By mistakenly I have copied this. Okay, and paste it inside this. Replace the name. It is not home page, it is dashboard. Perfect. Now this is our home page. Now what kind of home page we need to build? First of all, at the place of div we will import box from Chakra UI. Now in the box I will create one more box, add some of the classes. Class will be width of 90%. Okay, and on medium device width will be 50%, which is 1 by 2. Container margin on x-axis will be auto. Okay, and margin y-axis will be by 5. Then we need to import the image from Chakra UI, and it will take src attribute. Src will be slash assets slash nodes dot svg. Now you will ask from where this slash asset slash nodes dot svg will come. Let me show you. So in the GitHub repository, you can see this public folder. This public folder contains asset folder, and this asset folder contains this nodes.svg image. So we are just simply going to download this image. Okay. Now simply copy the entire svg code. Go to your application folder. In public folder, create one folder assets. Create one file nodes.svg and paste all the svg code inside this. That's it. And when this image is present in the public folder, so we do not want to give any reference like just import this from this to this. Okay, just simply pass the slash, go to the assets folder. In the assets we have got this notes.svg file. Let us check if we are getting this or not. Currently we are not getting. Okay, extension is wrong, it should be svg. Okay, we are getting the image. Now below this image, import the heading from Chakra UI, and heading will be project is completed. You can test it. Okay, now let us add some of the classes. Class will be margin y of 5, text center, and then one more prop of the heading size. Size should be the large. Okay, that's it. It looks perfectly fine. All the functionalities were perfect. Now the one important thing which we need to do is, when we go to the dashboard page, okay, now all those users who are not registered in our application, they should not reach to this page. So how we can do that thing is, now let us create the private route as well. And now I will show you how we can create private route in the React Router DOM version 6. Okay, see, there can be multiple approaches. Okay, to create the private route. Now what I will do is, in the components folder I will create one folder which is named private route. Okay, and inside this I will create a file private route.js. Now it will be a simple component. But the most important thing is when you click on the means when user is registered or sign up, he or she should navigate to the dashboard page. But here dashboard is not prevented. So what we are going to do is let us cut this dashboard component from this. Okay. And now what you are going to do is in the element just give the new line. Import this private route and pass this dashboard as the child. Okay. And now the most important thing is pass this current user to both the dashboard as well as the private route, because on behalf of this current user, whether it is present or not, we need to conditionally render this dashboard component. Okay, now let us go to the private route. Just destructure this current user. Now what we need to do in this private route is you know that we got this children prop as well from the React. Okay, now let me check where if current user is present, then just render the children. Okay, if it is not present, then navigate to the home page. Okay, this is a navigate. It take the to attribute and take him to the slash. Now what this navigate is, okay, like it is, you can say a API which will help you to navigate from one page to another page. Okay, now what I am doing is I am rendering all the component conditionally. If current user is present, then render all the children. Now what will be the children? See, private route contain this dashboard. Now the dashboard will be treated as the children. Okay, and if current user is not present, then simply navigate him to the home page. Now let us try to check. I will go to slash dashboard. See, we are getting redirected. But now if I try to log in this in my application, now I am able to redirect it in my dashboard. But now see one more problem. When I click on this, I again get redirected to the home page. Now there are two issues which I need to fix. First of all, I need to conditionally render this link tag here. And then I need to again prevent this home page. So how I can do is, let me show you that thing. First of all, let us go to the navigation bar. Now what kind of conditional rendering we will do is, let me show you. Let us remove this add backticks. Okay. And create a new line. Perfect. If current user is present, then he should be redirected to slash dashboard. Otherwise, he should be redirected to the slash page. Perfect. Now, if I click on this, I get redirected to the dashboard. Now, let us again go back to the home page. Now, first of all, import the auth instance from Firebase config. Okay, now let me show you one important thing. Const current user equal to auth dot. This auth instance got current user. Okay, now what you need to do is just add a if condition. If current user is present, okay, then return where use navigate hook. Now navigate him to the slash dashboard page. That's it. And if user is not present, then just simply show him the home page. That's it. Now I am currently logged in. If I try to go to the slash, I am being redirected to the home page. This is how easy to build a product using the React and Firebase. Okay. Now see, till now we have completed all the major functionality. Okay, we are able to log in the user, sign up the user, register the user. Okay, all the functionalities are done. We are able to create the node. But one important thing we need to do is, now how I am going to keep the track of the nodes, like which user has created which node. Okay, if user delete the node, then he should be able to delete all the nodes which are created by him or her only. Okay, he or she should not be able to delete the data of other users. So now in the next video we are going to build this functionality. Okay,